Are you struggling to understand the difference between markerInfoWindow and markerInfoContents in the Google Maps API for iOS? You're not alone. Many developers face this confusion, and today we're going to clear it up. I totally get it. You dive into the documentation, but it feels like you're reading a foreign language. It's frustrating when tutorials don't match up with what you're seeing in your code. You're definitely not the only one who has faced this issue. Let's break down the specific question at hand. One user mentioned that while following an older tutorial, they used markerInfoContents, but it didn't return the expected results. Instead, markerInfoWindow worked perfectly. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the difference between these two? markerInfoContents is designed to provide a custom view that can override the default info window, while markerInfoWindow is meant for a more standard approach. Understanding this distinction is key to solving your issue. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a pro tip that will help you make the most out of your Google Maps integration. To address the user's issue with the Google Maps API, we first need to clarify the difference between markerInfoWindow and markerInfoContents. The user should understand that markerInfoWindow is designed to display a custom view that appears above the marker, while markerInfoContents is meant for displaying content within the marker's info window. Next, the user should ensure that they are implementing the correct delegate method for their desired outcome. If the user wants to customize the appearance of the info window, they should use the markerInfoWindow method. This method allows for full customization of the view. If the user wants to use markerInfoContents, they should be aware that this method is more limited in terms of customization. It is primarily used for displaying simple content without the ability to fully customize the view. To achieve the desired shadow and anchor effect that the user mentioned, they should stick with the markerInfoWindow method. This will allow them to create a custom UI view that includes those visual elements. Finally, the user should test their implementation by running the app and checking the behavior of the info window. They can adjust their custom UI view as needed to achieve the desired look and functionality. Fun fact: did you know that the Google Maps API has been around since 2005? It has evolved significantly, but some of the older tutorials can still be quite useful if you know how to adapt them. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user explains that when using markerInfoContents, your custom view is constrained within the default info window frame. This is why it shows the anchor and shadow effect. However, if your view is larger than the default window, it may get truncated. In contrast, markerInfoWindow allows your view to be displayed directly without those constraints, which is why it doesn't show the anchor or shadow. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative approach shared by another user involves using the markerInfoContents method while still achieving the default shadow effect and anchor. They suggest creating a UI view with a specific frame and adding your custom info view as a subview. Here's the pro tip I promised. Always refer to the latest documentation and consider the context of your code. Sometimes, older tutorials may not align perfectly with current API standards. And there you have it. With these insights, you should be able to navigate the differences between markerInfoWindow and markerInfoContents with confidence. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks.